Electric Minds Learning Connections Center. We connect learners.
Why Kennewick, Washington? Yes, that's the question. Why Kennewick, Washington? So we did a lot of research before we purchased our condo here in Kennewick. We were looking in particular for a street just like this one. You'll notice on the one side you have a wealthier neighborhood, and on the other side you have a poorer set of apartments. So we wanted a mixed income neighborhood. Now that's very important, and you're going to see why in just a second. So we're going to go down this same street, and we're going to go about maybe a quarter of a mile at most. And as we travel down the street, we're going to flip the world, and we're going to try to see the world as an entrepreneur does. And what do you notice? First of all, this street is very busy, isn't it? And there's a lot of businesses located here. This is a very centrally located. So we have a centrally located area, and our business model, like all education, is based on one simple concept. We help people to get better. So all of learning is about helping people to better themselves. Now what happens when you live in an area for a long time is that after a certain time, it will start to seem to you that the schools are in decline. And there's a reason why it will seem to you that the schools are not doing well, and this is a common sociological effect. What happens is that new people move into the area. Now, there's nothing intrinsically wrong with new people. They have different customs, they have different habits, they have different values, and eventually they will assimilate, or the existing population will assimilate. People, after a while, learn to get along. They learn to live together. But when there are new people moving into an area, particularly when it happens quickly, as has been the case with the Tri-Cities, it's been the fastest growing city in Washington State. The Tri-Cities as a whole have been for some time now. When you have these new populations moving in, it creates this uncomfortable time. And this time is called a transition time. So you have some cities which go from speaking one language, primarily English, of course, here in America, and suddenly they're overwhelmed by populations that speak other languages. Spanish is obviously a language that's spoken by a lot of people here in the Tri-Cities area. So that creates an uncomfortable transition. And that also creates opportunity for us because we're trying to create a business based on the model of getting better. And there is a gap between what the schools are seen to provide and what people want. So a mixed income neighborhood in transition creates a gap between what people want and what they have. And our business here in the Tri-Cities can serve as a bridge, connecting people to the better life they envision for themselves.